Baby, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, no.
Oh, my.
Let's talk about Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, gee whiz.
Do 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 do.
What was up, Mike Husseins? Hellblazer 1337 is here with some more Let's Talk And we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat Annihilations of why it sucked.
Okay, so you know what I want to do? I want to do the good first. I want to talk about everything I liked about Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's a very short list. It's like 5 things. And I'll talk about everything bad. It's everything else.
That's more than what this movie deserves.
It really is. Here's what it is. 1, I feel that Mortal Kombat Annihilation tried to be more lore accurate to its source material.
Right.
Raiden actually does some electric stuff. Shao Kahn actually shoots a laser out of his hands, or that little ball thing. Johnny does a shadow kick before he's massacred. That's about it. Yep.
Like, we see the things that we expect to see in a video game movie.
Yes.
But
you see their powers.
But it is not structured well.
It's not structured well. It's not shot well.
It's not shot well. The music is just all over the place.
The music is all over the place.
Nothing is subtle. Nothing is explained.
Nothing is explained. This movie is made for people who already knew Mortal Kombat lore or know it in the future, like me, because I'm from the future.
Yes, and by his time, he's up to Mortal Kombat what?
4. In the future, because Mortal Kombat restarted at 1. So we're back at Mortal Kombat 4.
Oh, okay. So Mortal Kombat 4. Not the Mortal Kombat 4, but Mortal Kombat 4.
Yeah, not Mortal Kombat Midway 4, Mortal Kombat NetherRealm 4.
Yeah, Nether 4.
Yeah, Ed Boon looks like a cyber demon now, by the way. They have to attach Ed Boon's head to a bunch of, pistons and machine guns.
I mean, they did the same thing for Walt Disney.
Yeah, man. Walt Disney's president, by the way, in the future.
Dear God.
It's as bad as you think it is. They killed Goofy in Kingdom Hearts 5. Anyway.
No, not Goofy.
Did you know that that's his last words? Walt Disney's last words were, "Kill Goofy." Look it up, everybody on the internet. Walt Disney's last things were how great of an actor Kurt Russell was and kill Goofy.
My God.
Yeah, man. Kurt Russell and Goofy are intrinsically tied by multi-billion-dollar corporations, multi-trillion-dollar corporations in the future. Disney has its own private militia. By the way, that's not in the future. That's currently. Disney has its own army. Anyway, neither here nor there. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat Annihilation and why it's bad. Okay. It's so bad. It's bad because everyone uses flipping as a mode of transportation. That's stupid. This isn't Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Raiden doesn't once say, "I must consult with the Elder Gods." That's bad because he has to do that. And he does do that, but he doesn't say that.
He doesn't say the thing that lets him do the thing.
Yeah. Also, Raiden, doesn't teleport anybody. They have to use weird hamster balls in the Earth's crust.
That's stupid.
It's really stupid. Okay, so here's our actual complaints that I actually have. This is what everybody says, but here's some of my actual complaints. They don't explain the Cyber Lin Kuei. Cyrax and Smoke are both in the movie. Sub-Zero stops Smoke, but he doesn't explain what it is, right? And then Scorpion shows up, right? And then Scorpion's just out of the movie. I understand that Smoke's out of the movie because he explodes. Cyrax is killed by Jax and Sonya. Right, but they never explain what he is. In the first movie, it's just like crime bosses and sorcerers and weird stuff from a different dimension.
Yeah. In the first movie, they at least explain something.
Some things. They give you some allusions to it, right? But if you never played Mortal Kombat, or if you're not a huge lore nerd like I am, why are there machines? Why are there robots, right? It doesn't... If you had never played a Mortal Kombat game, and you didn't know who Cyrax and Smoke were, you would think they were just robots. Why would they have sorcerers and robots? You don't even realize that those guys are from Earthrealm. They're Sub-Zero's mates. You don't even realize that, right? It doesn't make sense. Second thing that doesn't make sense. Why is Ermac carrying around Noob Saibot? So, in the movie, the red ninja, Ermac, just splits off into a black ninja called Noob Saibot. And those are two different people. Noob Saibot is the original Sub-Zero, who was killed by Scorpion in the games, but he was killed by Liu Kang in the movies.
Yeah, via bucket water.
Yeah, because that's stupid.
Bucket Audi.
But he shows back up, and they're just beating up on Sonya. Is that who they fought? I've drank a lot since then.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're beating up on Sonya. Why? So Ermac is like Shang Tsung. He is just a compilation of souls.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a compilation of souls, but here he's just
carrying around Noob Saibot. He's just a ninja that just happens to have another dude living in him who's the original Sub-Zero, and that's never explained. The cyborgs aren't explained that they're not from Outworld; they're from Earthrealm.
Yeah, and also, characters that show up don't show up for the climax for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that. Sub-Zero's in this movie. Scorpion's in this movie. They mention Stryker and Cabal in this movie, and they mention and somebody else shows up. Nightwolf shows up in this movie.
Nightwolf, Melina.
Yeah. Melina just kind of gets punched to death. Cyrax and Sector, I kind of understand. They actually, get destroyed. Oh, not Cyrax and Sector. Cyrax and Smoke. Sector, for some reason, isn't in this movie. But everybody kind of gets just kind of punched to death.
Well, it's PG-13, so yeah.
Okay, well, that's a problem in and of itself. But
well, it's a problem with the first movie. But
I like the first movie, even though it's relatively bloodless. I don't think that a combat movie needs a lot of gore and violence. Now, mind you, it is what I like about the other first Mortal Kombat movie, the one from 2021 or whatever. I think it's good. The fact that Kung Lao uses his hat and separates from Vaeternus. What's her name? The vampire. Megan Thee Stallion. Not Megan Thee Stallion. The other Megan. Megan Fox.
Megan Thee Stallion?
No, but to be fair, if Megan Thee Stallion voiced a Mortal Kombat character, that's what I'm playing. But listen, by the way, Megan Thee Stallion is the VP in the future. Anyway,
yeah, Megan Thee Stallion stars in porn formers.
Look, man, if Megan Thee Stallion wants to be in anything, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I like Megan Thee Stallion. We're getting way off topic again. Megan Fox
with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. What is her name? The vampire.
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about.
What is her name? Editor, put in her name right here. Anyway, Kung Lao cuts her in half with his hat. Yes. And that's an actual fatality. And that trailer park, Kano gets a heart rip, which is his fatality.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fatalities that are shown in the current canon of Mortal Kombat movies. And I like that. That's about the only thing I really like about them. There's not a whole lot of actual fatalities in these movies.
No, it's kind of unfortunate because we get to see the things that they're known for. Like, we get to see Sub-Zero's Ice Clone.
Yeah.
We get to see Scorpion's Blaze Spear, which are two-headed snakes instead of one.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense, but whatever.
The
whole thing is just shot like a Power Rangers special, and the CGI...
It's not even a Power Rangers movie budget. It's so bad. It's so lowbrow production. It feels like it was two different production studios.
Yeah. And this is what I was talking about, like, the movie should marinate a little more.
Yeah.
Until the technology got closer.
Yeah.
Because the CGI is just awful.
The CGI is really bad. It's like worse than Scorpion King bad. And like, mind you, it's 4 years separated, 4 or 5 years separated.
Yeah.
But it's really bad. It makes me wonder if you could have subtracted your CGI budget and like introduced other characters and just had a couple more talking points. I don't like that Raiden and Shao Kahn did flips to communicate with each other. I don't like that. Who else did a flip to get somewhere? Oh, Shao Kahn did it again to talk to Shinnok because, yeah, that's his dad, Shinnok. I don't like that Shinnok wasn't blue. You could have kept the goatee, but he should have been blue and had a red hat.
I don't like how that's our Shinnok.
No, I agree. That guy could have been Shinnok. He could have played Shinnok.
Yeah, he could.
But he has to be blue.
But he didn't even have the outfit.
No, you need the outfit.
Yeah, you need the...
Also, you know who else needs the outfit? Shao Kahn. He's just sitting around in a bathrobe most of the time. I don't like that he's not wearing the helmet most of the time. I don't like that he's not wearing at least some of the gear some of the times. And he needs shoulder pads. Why does he not have shoulder pads? That's kind of what Shao Kahn has. Like, I know that not all of them, but he needs shoulder pads. Like, that outfit looks weird without it.
I would get the helmet if the helmet looked better.
The helmet looks weird. The helmet does look weird.
It's goofy looking. Like,
it's very strange.
Like, I can understand, like, a skull for a face and, like, a samurai helmet would work. But we didn't get a samurai helmet. We got, what the hell, metal tassel tags? I don't know what you want to call them. And also Baraka looks awful.
Baraka looks terrible.
He looks like, first of all, they shouldn't have given him sleeves. I don't know why they gave him sleeves, but he looks goofy. And the music soundtrack, while it's good by itself, it just does not connect with the fight scenes whatsoever.
Agreed. I do like Jade's theme. I don't like Jade being in the movie, and not really like, she's killed by Shao Kahn. Rain and Jade are both killed by Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
Shiva's crushed by Morty. Listen, Shiva's crushed by a giant bird cage.
Yeah, she got mouse trapped to death.
Yeah, and
it's unfortunate because she looked okay. Like, she looked great in this movie.
Yeah, she looks better than Goro did, but that's an actual person.
Yeah, it's an actual person, and they just gave her like 4 arms. Like,
yeah, Motaro looks great.
Motaro looks great.
I will say that comparatively, like, of everybody, Motaro looks the best. Motaro looks great.
Yeah, and most of half his body's CGI.
Yeah, but half the ninjas, they don't do anything. Like, you introduce us to the second Sub-Zero, you introduce us to Ermac, you introduce us to Rain, and you introduce us to Noob Saibot, and they all get jobbed. They show up for one scene and everybody disappears. Nightwolf is there for a scene and he disappears.
Yeah.
Nightwolf should have been in the final fight, and so should have Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Why are they there if they're not going to be in the final fight? Jade gets eaten, Rain gets eaten, or thrown into a pit. That's fine. Baraka gets thrown into the same pit, by the way. That's fine. But Earthrealm's heroes should have united. Also, why did they say, I've captured Curtis Stryker and Cabal, blah, blah, blah. Like, why would you say their names if you don't show us a Curtis Stryker or a Cabal?
Yeah.
I want to see a speedster. By the way, the Cabal in the new Mortal Kombat, he's amazing looking. I love that Cabal, but I'm a Cabal main, so it's Cabal or Kung Lao, so you know what I mean? Like, show me Cabal or show me Kung Lao. But neither of those guys are in either of these movies. And I hate that.
Yeah, we get nothing.
There's nothing to this movie except for fan service.
Yeah.
That is what's bad about this movie. Other than its low production cost, it's weird. Because you know what? I watched a podcast about this. The production cost isn't that low because they shoot on site, right? Like all those ruins and stuff. Apparently some of them are just like actual ruins in the Middle East. Like a lot of these places are like real places.
Yeah, and you gotta think with, I can understand like in 97 the CGI wasn't great. Like, you gotta think, this is the same year as Spawn, and everybody knows the CGI in Spawn looked awful. Malboja looked awful, Violator looked okay, but they do use like animatronics, but it's just bad. Like, Scorpion, like, if you're gonna let Scorpion teleport, give him like a fire ring to teleport with. Don't give him like Nickelodeon Gak effect, just...
I agree that it should be fire teleportation.
Yeah, like,
I don't like that he just teleports and he's gone from the movie.
Yeah, and before somebody argues like, oh, but Scorpion didn't teleport in the first movie. Yeah, but he shoots fire. That's one of his main powers. Like,
he does teleport in the first movie. He teleports in the first movie because that's how him and Johnny end up in hell.
Yeah, but
it's not like a teleportation fighting move. He deserves a teleportation fighting move that's based on like a fire thing.
Yeah,
he does.
Like in the earlier games, we didn't get to see the fire effects until MK9.
Yeah,
to where he actually teleports, or maybe MK Deception. I don't remember. But
it should be kind of what you would think that it would be.
So I can kind of understand why he when he teleports, he doesn't like, you see a fire aura around him because of the game. Like in the other games, he teleports, but you don't see anything. He just like off one screen into the other side. But it still would have been cool to see.
The two spears are stupid, though.
The two spears are stupid.
I also hate the redesign. The weird dragon in the first one, it kind of looks like a spear. The weird dragons in the second one look too much like dragons.
Yeah, and there's two of them in one hand.
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't like it. I don't like this movie. If you like this movie, you're wrong.
Yes, I'm sorry, Kusadi. I know you probably love this movie with all your heart, and keep in mind, this is coming from the guy who likes Batman and Robin.
He does. He was excited that
But with
George Clooney showed up at the end of The Flash. He grabbed me. He grabbed me from behind. He said, "Look, future man. It's here."
Look, future man, Batman and Robin 2. We'll get it. It'll be glorious.
He does like that movie. Wait, is that the one that has the back credit card?
Yes.
That's the one with Poison Ivy, Bane, and Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Batman, though?
Okay, it's my favorite Batman for a different reason than what you're thinking of.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because you know I like campy stuff.
Yes, I do.
Batman and Robin is my favorite Batman movie when it comes to that genre.
Okay, so like a campy Batman, it's just the one that's over the top enough for you that you're just like, this is silly.
like Batman Forever doesn't even feel like a Batman movie. It just feels like a Jim Carrey movie.
Ooh, I never thought I'd agree with you on that. I agree. I'll give you that. It is a Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah, like I don't see.
I like it the best though because I really like Jim Carrey movies.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at.
What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie though?
My favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Yeah.
I think it has to be The Mask.
Ooh. I don't know if it's The Mask. It's between The Mask and Ace Ventura. Okay. Not the first one, When Nature Calls, because it has the best lines in it. And the fact that several of the people, you can visibly see them trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh man, if these trained professionals are trying not to laugh, there's no way I could be on set with that.
I do have both of those movies somewhere.
Bro, let's just watch the second Ace Ventura after this. I need a palate cleanser. But anyway, let's go back to the second Mortal Kombat movie that's bad. Yeah. And hopefully, there's no way that the second new Mortal Kombat movie will be this bad. You can't make a movie this bad anymore. You have a budget.
Yeah, I mean,
we could literally make a better Mortal Kombat movie now just because of tools and piracy.
We can make it better with $2 in our wallets. Like we can make it better. Like I can literally get green screen effects that look better than the CGI in this movie.
I already have a guy that could play Jackson Briggs. I already have a guy that could play Johnny Cage because Johnny Cage has to die because that's what I don't get. This movie is more lore accurate and somehow suffers for it. This should teach fans about like fans of a thing that becomes another thing, like transition from media to media.
Well, you gotta think this is from a different director from the first one.
No, well that doesn't matter because he didn't make the first one lore accurate, right?
Well, he didn't make the first one lore accurate, but it's more theatrical.
It's very much more theatrical. This one is not very theatrical, but it's much more lore accurate. The more lore accurate you want something doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
That is the point. Just because Johnny did a shadow kick, just because Shao shot a laser thing out of his hands, just because Raiden actually used electric powers, just because Sindel used her magical screen powers, just because there were cyborgs in it, this movie suffers from being more lore accurate. Because Mortal Kombat is silly. I love Mortal Kombat. It is my second favorite fighting game. And because of that, it suffers. There is no dialogue that explains Cyborg Lin Kuei. There is legitimately just Cyborg Lin Kuei running around. Jax's arms aren't explained. They do, and it's weird because they actually do a lot of their fatalities. Sonya literally grabs a bunch of powder and blows the kiss of death, and it looks ridiculous.
Okay, so you wanna know what the odd thing is?
What's that?
It seems like this director does mainly horror movies.
Yeah, because it's a New Line Cinema movie. That's probably why he was hired. Because New Line Cinema does, majority horror movies. This is the house that Freddy built, bro.
Was this his first movie he directed?
I don't know. look it up. I have no clue.
Because according to this, it says the only list of movies he directed is Mortal Kombat Annihilation from 97, The Butterfly Effect 2 from 2006, Annabelle in 2014, Wolves at the Door of 2016, Wish Upon 2017, The Silence 2019, and Lullaby in 2022.
This guy directed the first Annabelle?
Apparently.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not a good movie. This movie sucks.
Yeah, this movie's bad. And you know what sucks? Is I hate that it is more lore accurate. There's so many little workarounds you could have done to make this movie good.
Yeah, like
passable, and still kept all the lore accuracy. It's just Sub-Zero just being like, yeah, these are the Cyber Lin Kuei, and then he vanishes. Or like, Johnny Cage killed you. I was already dead when he killed me. Or, you know, like, you could even make it bad, cheesy lines like Sindel's, like, mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can have them cheesy, chewing scenery, whatever, but like, just like 5 lines of dialogue fix like a majority of the problems I have with this movie.
and give us actual fights that are good.
I like the fight between Jax and Sector. That is my response to that. That is the only fight in this movie that I like. There is a part when Sonya and Melina are fighting, and Melina stabs like she lands from a dive, right? And Sonya has already moved and is like standing or sitting on her knees, and Melina stabs down on the ground. And I'm like, what were you stabbing at? And I'm like, why'd you guys keep that cut in? Somebody had to watch this. Like, you have an editor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the movie's bad. Well, also, never showed Melina's monster teeth.
Yeah.
Melina should have been a bigger threat. Rain should have been replaced by Melina.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. It's fan servicey and not in a good way. It's just showing off character powers without explaining anything.
And I do what you mean. Like, it is unfortunate that's the most lore accurate, but executed the poorest.
Yeah.
Like, you can make something accurate and still be a good movie.
You could. And like I said, it's like 5 or 6 lines of dialogue that would fix the biggest qualm I have with this movie, other than its pacing.
Yeah.
And it's really, really bad dialogue. And the fact that flipping is a form of transportation, but Scorpion can teleport, but Raiden can't, and everyone has to use giant hamster balls in the Earth's crust? Stupid. Dumb. What are you getting at? Like, why can Scorpion teleport, but Raiden can't? Scorpion's undead.
Well, you know
Raiden's a god.
Well, you know what? I think that there's a reason behind it. It's because he can't teleport with people around. It's embarrassing.
Scorpion literally kidnapped a person. That's literally what he did. He was also watched by 2 other people.
That's a dead guy with no shame.
That, whatever. It's teleportation.
Look, I'm not saying it's a good reason. I'm just saying that's the only reason I can come up with.
Me too. But, like, no one teleports other than Scorpion, and it doesn't make sense that no one else can.
Yeah.
And everyone else just kind of disappears, like Nightwolf and Sub-Zero. They're talking to people, and then they just kind of vanish.
Yeah.
Dumb. They're Earthrealm's heroes. They should be there. Also, Stryker and Cabal should be there. You could literally have Stryker and Cabal in this movie. It would have cost you maybe that horrible CGI budget where people turn into Hydras and Dragon that look like it's not N64 bad, but it's definitely like launch of the PS1 bad.
Yeah, it's like reptilian style monster fight.
I've never seen this movie he's talking about, and I have to.
Basically, just to give you a rundown, it is a giant monster movie, but all the monsters are CGI.
What year was it released?
I think it was 2002. If I'm not mistaken.
His entire family loves sci-fi original movies, so I'm assuming that's what this is. And if you're too young to realize what a sci-fi original movie is, you're definitely too young to listen to us.
1999.
So the year The Matrix came out.
Yes. And it is apparently this was based on a South Korean kaiju film.
I feel like we've seen that South Korean kaiju film. It's called... I know there's a word for it.
Yongari? Because apparently that's what it's called. But apparently this is but Yongari, Monster from the Deep. So apparently that movie came out in 1967.
Yeah.
And the 1999 one that I'm talking about is the remake.
Okay.
Of that. And the CGI on that is awful. But I do understand why they have the dragon and the Hydra in this movie, because of animalities. But that's not Liu Kane's dragon. Liu Kane has the Chinese dragon, like that snake dragon. The Hydra didn't look bad afar. When you get really close up to it, it's just a mess. Like it looked like stop motion fighting, like claymation fighting. Which you don't know what sucks, or you don't know what's pitiful. You can make it better than claymation. Like stop motion, it doesn't matter. Like, do you just want to remake this movie?
We can make it with MS Paint.
That's fine with me. But the point I'm trying to make is we can make it work. And this is just pitiful. Like the CGI is awful. The story is all over the place.
It's almost non-existent. It almost plays like it plays like a video game.
Yeah, which
like it plays like a 90s video game. Like there's minimal story, there's minimal blood, there's minimal action. Like I said, some of the fights are okay and passable. Like I like Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, and I like Jax versus Cyrax.
Yeah, like
everything else is kind of weird, and lame, and weak.
And when you said it's like laid out like a video game, I do understand what you mean. But this is the point I'm trying to make: is that just because it's a video game movie should not be played like a video.
Well, most video game movies don't do that. The ones before this didn't do that because Super Mario Bros. Doesn't run like a video game.
No.
And I think it's to its detriment, but I kind of like that movie too.
I mean, I do also like it, but
that's not an endorsement of the movie. It's not a good movie. I like the movie.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about good movies. Well, we can talk about good movies. We're not saying that these movies are good by any stretch of the imagination. We're just saying that the first one was misunderstood.
Yep.
And I think it deserves more love than what it gets.
I would almost call it's a very passable movie.
It's passable.
It is. It's very passable. It's not as bad as everyone seems to think it is. This one is.
Yeah.
That's what I hate is that it is almost completely lore accurate, other than Ermac and Noob Saibot being the same guy. Other than Shinnok being Shao Kahn's dad and Raiden's dad.
Yeah.
Lore inaccuracies. Sector's not in the movie, and that Curtis Stryker and Cabal are captured. It's supposed to be Sonya that's captured.
Like
Johnny dies, but he's supposed to die against Motaro. He's not supposed to die against Shao Kahn.
Yeah, like they mention character by names like they did in the first movie, but with that one it's Kung Lao's descendant. Here it's just like, oh, we captured Cabal and Stryker. And I'm like, can we see that? Can we see it?
I want to see them. They should have been in the movie. Also, apparently, I watched another podcast about this where Quan Chi's in the movie.
In this movie?
Yes, Quan Chi's apparently in the post-credit scenes of this movie.
Well, we kind of stopped the movie at the credits.
Yeah, but editor, put in Quan Chi in the weird Vietnamese cut of this movie.
Well, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucks monkey dong, and I give this movie 4 bucketalities. I
give this movie 2 future AI takeovers out of 10.
Out of 10 Megan Stallions.
Megan the Stallions, yeah. Out of 10 Michael Jai Whites.
Vira homem, porra.